Welcome to the Seven Mountains of Influence. We're going to have an amazing session with you here today. So make sure you stay tuned, take down lots of notes. Me, together with JJ, Kevin Rao, Simon Young, we're going to share with you how you can conquer and realize your purpose through the Seven Mountains of Influence. Enjoy!
Hi, this is Simon Leung with RoofAsia.cm, and on behalf of my business partner, co-founder and COO of the company, Mr. John Chong, we want to be the first to welcome you to this special event exclusively sponsored by Groove Asia. Now, in case you don't know, Groove Asia is best known as the top free digital marketing platform in the world. But not only that, we're also a community. Free live training, interactive mini courses, and regular events to help you become a successful online entrepreneur. Amazing bonuses, resources, and support you won't get anywhere else. Plus, we even have amazing business opportunities for you to explore with us together as partners to work on real-world internet projects to earn USD online. And on top of that, if you want to be a part of more sponsored live events, such as this one, then you are highly encouraged to join us. That's because through us, you will get access to tons more event sponsorships, assuming you would like to learn even more after this course. In fact, fellow students just like you who are here with us today are also our members, so feel free to reach out to them so they can tell you all about the benefits of our community. As for now, make sure that you put your 100% focus on your training at hand, and once you've learned your new strategies, make sure that you implement them. We will be in touch with you throughout the event to tell you more about what our products and services are all about, and even how you can get started for free. So if you're interested in learning and meeting our corporate partners from the US, many of them are also veterans in internet marketing. Make sure to stay tuned for more. In the meantime, we wish you an exciting day ahead of learning and new discoveries, and we look forward to more opportunities to provide you with even more value in the future. Take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside right here at RoofAsia.cm.
What would you like to learn from this event? What would you like to learn from this event? Type it in the chat. Because throughout this seven mountains together with us, we will be covering 7 key areas. All right. The first key area will be making sure that you have your education down, right? Lifelong learning. It's all about lifelong learning. If you want to create a bigger impact, you have to grow yourselves. You have to grow beyond yourself, to stretch out beyond your comfort zone. So that's the first mountain in the 7 mountains of influence. And the second mountain of influence is family, right? Because family are those that's closest to us and that we have the most influence upon, if only if we know how to do it correctly, right? To be the right person for our family, to be a positive influence in our family. How many of you believe that you can be a positive influence in your family? Type in positive into the chat if you believe you can be a positive influence in your family. So we'll be touching on that as well. And the third is media. We're going to share with you how can you tap into the power of media, not only traditional media like TV or radio, but of course social media as well. Because social media is right at our fingertips, and with a click of a button, we already have an audience of hundreds, thousands, 10,000s to potentially hundreds of thousands or more out there. So, in the day and age that we are in right now, my question to you is, are you leveraging off social media and media in general to expand your reach, to expand your influence and impact in the world? If you are, type in "I am" into the chat, because I would like to see who are the ones who are truly leveraging off media over here. And if you really want to leverage off media, one of the things that you have to learn is to be comfortable in front of the camera, right? You all have to be comfortable in front of the camera. So for those of you who are joining us live right now, switch on your camera. right? We would love to see your faces as well, and then you can potentially be featured to our community. Great to see you, Paley. Good to see you, Felicia. Good to see you, Michelle, Michael, Joshua, Wendy, Susie. Yes, keep your cameras switching on right now. Okay, what we want to help you achieve is to be comfortable being in front of media, right? Because only you can carry the message, with the utmost integrity. No one else. And one of the most powerful ways to tap into media in our modern world today is through video, right? Through video. How many of you are leveraging off video? Type it in the chat if you are. Okay. Then the next is to is in the arts and entertainment, right? When it comes to arts and entertainment, it can create one of the biggest impact and influences in our lives. For those of us who are who are here in Malaysia, you'll probably have come across a lot of drama in the arts and entertainment industry, haven't you? Right? Type in drama in the chat if you agree. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I mean by the drama that we are facing here in Malaysia. Okay, so and if it so happens that my screen is small, make sure that you tap on the three little dots over there and then click pin or spotlight so that you are able to see me on the big screen when we are sharing our videos. When we are sharing our screens over here, right? So over here, this is my Twitter account, and then I'm sharing with you, to share with you how we leverage off social media to promote our events, to spread our message, right? As you can see over here, we have a lot of live streams going on, but not only that, when it comes to the recent debacle over here in Malaysia, some of you may have heard of it, the 1975. How many of you have heard of this drama right here? You type in 1975 into the chat, right? So for those of you who are not familiar with the situation, basically, the 1975, there are a couple of performers who were supposed to come to Malaysia, be in Malaysia, perform at a festival called Good Vibes Festival. But let's just say that they went against the rules and regulations of what was pre-agreed upon, and then it caused a lot of drama and hoo-ha within our country itself, right? And then we are facing the repercussions over here in Malaysia. We've got international artists who are going to our neighbor over in Singapore, doing more and more shows, and they are avoiding our country. But at the same time, everybody has a part to play in this situation. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you is also to show you with media today, okay, with social media today and AI, you can create amazing content, right, quickly. When it comes to tapping into the latest trending topics, this is exactly what I did, right? Just within 10, 15 minutes, I'm able to come up with this content right here. And then with this image that you see right here, it's AI generated. Okay, this is a true platform called Midjourney. Okay, with powerful graphics. And let me share with you what the potential is for you to reach out to the world. Okay. Over here at the impressions, you will be able to see 177,000 impressions. So 177,000 people on Twitter alone itself has already seen this post and this image, right? And then you can see all of the engagements and people clicking onto it. Okay, so this is what we want to share with you on the potential of how you can expand your influence and your reach in our modern world today, right? And you may be thinking, oh, Qingyu, that's easy for you. You probably have tens of thousands of followers, okay, on Twitter. Type into the chat, how many followers do you think I have on Twitter in order to get 177,000 views and impressions? Type it in the chat. How many followers do you think I have? And throughout this session, I want to make sure that you are engaged. Okay. And the reason why is to ensure that you get the most out of this session. Okay, we've got Joshua 10,000, Jeevan Jot 10,000. Okay, we've got 1.5K. Who else? Okay, tens. 10. Okay, tens as in 10, 50, 60, or tens of thousands, Mary. Just to be clear. All right. Okay, who else? Who else? Okay, 1.1K Sandy. Okay, 10K. Right. Now, if you go back to my profile over here, what you will see is that I've only got 256 followers, right? So the closest person to this is actually Mary with the tens, right? So congratulations, Mary, on being the closest guest right here, right? So only with 256 followers, I can reach to 177,000 people. This is the potential that you have already today. I'm no one special. Okay, I'm no one special. I just know how to leverage off AI technology, craft my message, create images that captures people's attention, and then you have the potential to go viral and expand your message out into the world. And how many of you believe that you have a message to share? Type in I into the chat if you feel that you have a message to share. Because one of the things that we are growing here in our iSummit is the iSummit community, right? Where we want to find people who has a message to share, who wants to expand their reach out to a wider audience and to make a real difference in the world. Okay, great. I see you, Adeline. I see you, Mary. I see you, Ellen. I see you, Intirani, Susie, Sylvia, Joyce. Yes, many of you, right? And I believe that we were all brought here for a reason. Okay, that to be able to create that impact, not alone, but together, to be able to reach out to more people, to realize that vision of a better world that we know is possible if only we banded together and joined our wills to move and create a meaningful change in the world. And I believe that you are part of that solution, right? And what we want to do is welcome you here in our community. And if you happen to be still joining us on the live stream, join us in the Zoom, right? This is where we can get all of the interactions. We can see your chats and responses, and you have the potential to get your questions answered by our panel of experts throughout the next 3 days, right? And so throughout the next 3 days, we are going to start on time. So make sure that you have your schedules blocked and that you're well hydrated. I've got my orange cup right here. Do you have your orange cup right there, right? Okay, so make sure you're well hydrated. Have your notebooks ready because we are going to learn a lot throughout these 3 days. So moving on, I covered on arts and entertainment. That is the fourth mountain when it comes to the 7 mountains. Then the 5th mountain is business and economy. Okay, business and economy. The reason why we say business and economy is because they go hand in hand. Okay? With business, you have the power to amplify your impact by growing your team, leveraging off technology, and creating a vehicle of change out there in the world. And through that, you are able to influence the economy which you're in. How many of you realize that we are living in tough economic times, right? Type in tough into the chat if you believe that we are going through some tough economic times, right? And what if we could influence that? What if we could shift that? Or at the very least, what if we are able to adapt to it and to go with the flow? Right? Because sometimes we have to recognize there are things that are within our control and there are things out of our control. So I'll be sharing with you more when it comes to the economy mountain. I have a background when it comes to economics and finance. And I'm going to share with you how you can use economic principles to be able to make a shift when it comes to your decision making, when it comes to creating a real shift and change in your life, your community, and beyond, right? And then the next mountain we have is politics and policy specifically. Okay, this is where Kevin will be digging deep when it comes to politics and to understand how do you navigate the political landscape. Right, as someone who has had to deal with different administrations, different prime ministers over here in Malaysia, that's you need to learn how to ride the wave, right? And then how is it that you can ride the wave, maintain your integrity, maintain your message throughout the different political changes, right? So make sure you have whatever questions you have about these mountains. Start jotting it down, right? And share with us in the chat. What would you like to learn when it comes to the 7 mountains? Because the 7th mountain is, of course, spirituality. Okay, spirituality is important, probably the most important mountain when it comes to realizing our highest self, right? To actualize ourselves. If you're talking about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, to be able to realize our highest selves, because when we realize our highest self, that's where we can create the change that we are meant to bring into the world, right? And how many of you are believe that you are spiritual beings having a human experience? Type in the chat. Type in spiritual if you believe that is so. And what you will realize throughout these sessions is that we will be asking a lot of questions and we will be wanting to hear your feedback, because one of the biggest things when it comes to the world is that you get what you give. Okay, you get what you give, although not necessarily immediately, but in general, the principle is you get what you give. So the more interaction, the more energy, the more participation that you are able to give to us, we will be able to give back to you. Okay? We will be able to give back to you. So can we all promise to participate at 100% throughout this session? Type in 100% in the chat if you agree, right? Type in 100% if you agree. Awesome, great. I see all the 100% coming in. I want to see that commitment, not only for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hour today, right? But for the next 3 days as well. Because as we say, we will see. Okay? Because if you want to see your life totally transform, see what happens when you follow through with anything that you have ever promised in your life. How much different would life be if you were to fulfill every single promise that you've made in your life? Okay? So this is your opportunity to uphold your promise of participating at 100%. Okay, so make sure that you have your notebooks with you, you have your questions ready, and then share with us in the chat, right? What would you like to learn throughout these 3 days? Okay, because with your feedback, we will be able to craft and tailor-make this 3-day session with you. And while you are sharing with us your questions in this chat, as if you are still joining us live right now, go into the video description right now and click on the link right there to join us in Zoom. Okay, click on the link, register, and join us in Zoom, because we are about to go off the live, and then we will be bringing on our next speaker soon, which is JJ Fernandez. Okay, I see you need to show up to get a transformation, right? Sandy Brown talking about comments to vision. All right. What other questions do you have? What would you like to learn out of the 7 mountains? Right. Joshua sharing with us, expanding his circle of influence. Yes, we'll definitely share more about how you can expand your circle of influence beyond yourself, your family, your community, and beyond as well. Share with us, all right? And then if you're joining us live right here, get your cameras on, right? We want to see your beautiful faces here with us, right? And I see Intirani sharing, to be a positive influence in the family and community. Wow. Okay. How many of you agree with Intirani? Type in agree into the chat. Okay. Because don't we all want to be a positive influence in our family and community? This is what we'll be covering and sharing throughout this session. Great. So keep your comments coming in throughout the next 3 days. Again, participate at 100%. The more you give us, the more we are able to give back. Right. And then so that brings me to introducing our next speaker. Our next speaker, he has been in the radio industry for 17 years, right? And pretty much everyone, I dare say, or almost all of the people who have ever heard of English radio here in Malaysia in their drive either to work or to school, they've heard of this man.
That is putting a lot of expectation on everybody, but yes. Hello, everybody. And thank you very much. Hey, can everybody say, well done, Ching Yu, or, you did it. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us entertained. Thank you for framing everything and for us to understand what's going on. And thank you, dude, for the introduction. And now I got to take your seat.
Oh, you got to take my seat.
And thank you for warming the seat for me.
Keeping it warm. Yes.
See, well done. Okay.
Awesome. Right. So remember, for those of you who are joining us live on the live stream, we are going off the live right now. Go into the description, get your Zoom link by registering in the link, and then also join us because we have a special birthday boy over here during this session. All right, join us as well, okay, to celebrate this special birthday boy. Thank you for joining us in the 7 Mountains of Influence. I hope you've gained a lot of value throughout this session, and make sure you spread the word to your friends, to your family, to your loved ones, because in order to make a difference, we have to do it together. And if you enjoyed this session, don't forget to collect your bonuses at grooveasia.cm. I repeat, it's grooveasia.cm, where the CM represents customers matter, okay? Get your all-in-one tool to be able to help you carve the path forward in your internet marketing journey to help you spread your word. And if you happen to enjoy our trainings, reach out to us, right? You can follow me, search for me, it's Ching Yu Tan on Facebook, look for the blue tick, and let's connect. See you soon.